Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Today I am going to share a rather huge haul because it is going to pretty much be an overview of everything I purchased in 2024. I tried to only share affordable hauls. I know many of you are in a no buy or low buy. I was honestly trying to do a low buy myself, but when I get credit card rewards and I have something on my wish list and it's on sale, a really good price, yeah, I'll go ahead and check out. But I have quite a few things to share today and I hope you enjoy. So you guys will have to let me know if you're on a low buy or no buy, and let me know if you liked me sharing just the affordable items or if you would like me to share, you know, one small haul a month. So I received some things from Blick that I actually purchased a few months ago, but I haven't had time to open them yet. One of them being these magnets. Let me go ahead and open this up. So these are bulldog clips essentially, and they have magnets on the back. The thing I want to do most and focus on most next year is do plein air painting. I've never got the right setup for me. I'm still trying to figure out what the best thing is. I'm trying to really minimize what I'm taking. So since these are so much smaller, I thought they would be nice, but also I really love that they're magnetic on the back. So I'm going to try those and see how they work. I also found some notebooks. I just love the cover because it's from Vincent van Gogh. They're stunning. So let me open them up so they'll show up better. They're very smooth. There's no texture on the notebook. It says it's a ruled notebook, 240 lined pages. It's acid-free paper, and there's all the information. So I have never tried one of these before. Okay, when I saw the pattern on the book, I just thought it was beautiful. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. I actually got a book and I read about Vincent van Gogh, and I didn't know much about him, and now I'm a huge fan, and knowing what he went through in his life. Okay, so it's quite thin paper, and I think it's just going to be I'm just going to use it for taking notes and that kind of thing, but I use fountain pens, so hopefully it's fountain pen friendly. Okay, and so on the back part, oh look, has some beautiful artwork in the back too. And it looks like, is this a pocket? Yeah, this is a pocket in the back. So, oh, that's so pretty. I love that. I wish they would do one for Monet next. All right, let's test this paper out and see how it is. I haven't wrote in this pen for a while and it's clogged. Let's go ahead and test it with my Sailor. This is my this one's clogged too. It's not writing as clear. It's time to give my pens all a good clean for them. It's probably been over a month since I've cleaned them out. Okay, so the paper is not very good for fountain pen inks. So I only have to use this with my ball point, at least with this ink. And I'm not sure which ink this is. I put this in a long time ago, but I'm guessing this is going to be a diamine ink. But it does not do well at all because it's all modeling the ink. It didn't claim to do well. I was just hoping that would be a bonus. So, but I just love this so much. It's so pretty that I wanted to get this one. And then I don't know which one's my favorite. I love both of them. I love this color. I love turquoise color. So it says turn over. Okay. Oh, look. Okay. So on this, they've went ahead and included his artwork and a bit about each painting for all of these paintings. Oh, I love that they did that. I wouldn't have even probably looked at that. So make sure you don't toss that out without looking at it. So this one is actually a sketchbook. So that's why this one is probably the one I'll use the most. It says it's 104 pages, acid-free paper. They're 111 pound pages. These were quite expensive for a notebook, but I love them. I wish they would do one for Monet next, because I would completely buy them for that too. Okay, so this one is probably going to be my favorite because I can create artwork in it, but I write a lot too, so I will use both of them. But this one has the back cover. It looks like this and has a pocket. I think this is one of my favorite paintings by Vincent van Gogh. He has a lot. There's quite a few though that I enjoy. By Moleskine, they have a fabric feeling instead of pleather, which I enjoy, but it's very smooth. Next, I went ahead and purchased this bookmark painting set, and I was so excited to find this at Blick. I had purchased this last year and I absolutely loved it. I especially loved it for making swatch cards from our watercolors. I don't have to worry about if they're perfect. I can just quickly put the colors down and then know what is in my palettes. I tend to like to have one palette for each brand. That's just my happy thing, but I really have been using these a lot. And so I went back to see, to go ahead and pick up another pad, and they were offering this whole set, and it was like $14. And I think it's amazing because it seems like this was about $10 when I picked it up initially. And so to find it for $4 more to get 3 Schmincke half pans as well as a brush is really awesome. So I'm not going to open this yet because I'm going to wait till I finish, but yeah, I really love this, and so I knew I needed another set. So I was really happy to find that sale. This Sennelier paper, it is 100% cotton, but I find their cotton more, it's much smoother than an Arrtx or that kind of thing. I won't have to be cutting down on my Arrtx anymore. I can save my Arrtx for painting and use these for swatches from now on. Next, I got this set from Royal and Langnickel, I think is how you say it. This is their Zen series. And this is full of scrubbers is what I wanted these for. And so what I've been doing is I wanted to test this. Here's a painting I started that with a product I'm going to share in just a little bit. So let's go ahead and test this. So I have been painting a few years, and this is a fox that I started to paint. I never really liked phthalo green, so I didn't use it very much. I know it's a good mixing green, but I just didn't really care for it that much. I always assumed that phthalos were all staining, and the Schmincke phthalo green is not staining, which is a real game changer because I'm trying to learn backgrounds now. And let's see how these do. So now I can just I can remove some of the grasses, that kind of thing. I never have very much time to, I have to do things quick. Look at that. I just use old bath towels that are stained. Look at that though. So I can get those grasses in that I want. I wish this was even thinner. This one is more thin. Oh, I like this one too. This one's thinner so I can get more fine details. I think this is the soft scrubber. It's much softer. I actually like this one better because it's stiffer and I can really scrub. This might be really good for fine detail though. Yeah, this one's much softer. I think I would still prefer this one. And honestly, knowing how to fix my mistakes is how I push past my fears, because I'm so worried about messing anything up and wasting my beautiful supplies that I had to wait so long to get. I kind of save them because I don't want to waste them. So I'm really glad that I found this. And I feel a bit silly for not giving phthalo green more of a chance, but I always thought it was staining. Yeah, I much prefer the white. These are just so soft. I should have masked more of it off for the light areas, but I didn't because honestly, I was just trying to hurry and I didn't know what I wanted to do. And so that's going to be a lot of fun. think I bought these in February. And I only used them a few times until recently. I think I had purchased little sets of oil pastels back in like 2018 or something like that. Love them so much. And then I was missing just a few colors to get my values just a little darker. So I used my birthday money. Let me show you what I got. I think I had some gift cards from my kids for my birthday, and I got this beautiful 72 set that I've wanted for so long. I've had this on my wish list for such a long time. I want to say I ordered this back in March, and it was on sale too, so it was quite a good price, and so I'm glad I waited. Look at these. So I have not used these very much because I've been waiting to do a video, of course. That's my fatal flaw. Look at these gorgeous colors. And they're so, the ones that I've used, the small set that I have, they're so creamy and buttery. They're literally like painting with lipstick. Each of the pastels has the a number, and then they also have the name down at the bottom. It says Bordeaux. So I will swatch these out in a different video, but I just want to share how amazing they blend. They're just a dream. And you can blend them with a stick, or you can blend them with your finger. You can use brushes, silicone tools. I'm just going to go ahead and use the white just so. You can see how well they blend. I am so excited to learn. It's like, I don't know what's more exciting, the art supplies or learning about the art supplies. They're both just, they both are so exciting and fun to me. I've been loving this travel journal from Arrtx, or Arrtx, however you want to call it. I think it's actually Arrtx, but I always say Arrtx because that's what everyone else has said. And I did another painting with Sennelier live. It's really nice. So I think this is the last time that I did a painting with them, and I need to do it again. It also made me get over my fear of using Opera Rose because I always thought, oh, it's light, it's not light fast. I don't need to, you know, play with that color, but it's actually very pretty, and it's going to be in a sketchbook basically, so it doesn't matter. And so I tried a few more products that have these, you know, kind of colors that aren't light fast, and they're just fun. The first one being these oil sticks, which I have had these for a long time, and oh, they're dusty. I think I got these when they first came out. And I think it was February or March, so I've had these for quite a while. It was a value set is why I decided to try it. And it comes with 6 sticks that are really large. I've already swatched them. When you get these, you have to peel these off with a palette knife, so that's what makes them more difficult to use, but this is the new one, and these are smoother than the old formulation. So these, if you have not tried oil sticks before, these are, the wonderful thing about these are that they do dry all the way. Like when you let them dry on your canvas or paper, whatever surface you're painting on, they completely dry and they're matte, but you don't have to use all the toxic products to clean your brushes, which is why I like them. I've never tried oil paints because of all the toxic products and the dry time, and I don't know what else, but I've heard too many negatives that I haven't even tried, and I really just, I'm trying not to even know about it because I have more than enough supplies I'm already in love with that I've already filmed. I just need to edit it. I swatched all of my colors out and I compared some of the old and new. If I can find the footage, I'll try to add the swatches of just these, but they also have these little sets where they, you know, pick out the perfect colors. It shows you right here on the side of the package. They come in these cute sets where you already have the idea of what to paint with them. So I love that they're doing this. These are the mini sticks, and they are quite a bit smaller and quite a bit thinner also. So, but another gorgeous supply from Sennelier. They actually made some of these with a light fast rating of 2. So they're not completely fugitive, which I really like. I had a lot of fun creating with these, and I'll be sharing those in another video. Here are the swatches of the oil sticks that I did pick up, and evidently I had picked out this one too, but like I said, it was when they were released, so it was early this year, but I'm finally getting around to sharing. Evidently I purchased this one too, and I don't even know the name, but it's a beautiful color. I think it's light magenta, if I remember right, but I have the number there. Look at that. That opera pink is so pretty, and I don't generally like those colors. I don't like the really, you know, in-your-face colors generally, but I don't know, I'm really loving that. So I can't wait to use that this spring, and yeah, I'll be sharing more videos hopefully with those. My son is starting college in January. I'm going to try to share more art videos instead of just sitting around crying that he's gone. At least that's my hope anyway. Daniel Smith has some watercolor sticks that they've had for a long time, but now they're selling them in these sets, and that made it a really nice price, so I decided I would go ahead and try some. So first I picked the Core Mixing Palette, and I think we'll open those and swatch those a little later. But I love that they came with a case and everything, but mostly I like that they come in the set, and then you get the gorgeous colors, but at a really good price. But I'm probably most excited about this one. This is the Aquatic Landscape Set. Isn't that gorgeous? So this has some of my favorite colors. And then next is the Enhanced Secondary Mix. I haven't played with these yet, so this was just for fun because I really haven't tried these sticks and I don't know much about them. So, but that's what I love. I'm on this little art adventure, and I love going in not knowing if I'm gonna like it and just experimenting and playing. I find such joy in that. So I cannot wait to play with those. And then individually I did get the white, because the white has been on my wish list actually for a long time, and this is how they come if you get them individually. So we will have to try that. And this is just PW6, and it is their titanium white. And I've seen a lot of people say you can use this kind of in place of like gouache, so I thought I've always wanted to try that one. I do want to mention, if you have seen in other videos, I did take gold paint and I couldn't help painting the top. It just looked, when I got it, I was like, it's a blank canvas. I want to paint flowers on it on the front, and I held off from doing that, but I wanted to test and see how the gold did, and it is starting to rub off. I did not seal it, so I don't recommend doing that. It is so pretty though. Part of me wants to do it again and try sealing it and see if it'll work, but I couldn't help trying it, and it did look gorgeous, but it's starting to wear off. So I wanted to warn you not to do that. Don't do that. Leave it the pretty white. So I'm going to set that to the side, but just so you know what's going on over there, I'm going to go ahead and take these out of their packages. I love when companies make little kits like this, perfect to experiment with, and it's not too much. Oh, look, they even give you a sticker. I like taking my stickers and putting them on a magnet so I can put them on my palettes. So I really love getting more stickers. All right, so here's what the sticks look like. They feel very good quality. This is their 100% cotton cold press paper, but I thought we would try this today and see how it does, because I expect these to be really, really nice. Let's see, let's just try the Hansa Yellow first. So I just want to kind of scribble and see. Okay, yeah, this is cold press, so I was kind of wanting to see if you could kind of use these like Neocolor 2s, except for just pure pigment. That's what I was hoping for. They're not soft, they're much, much harder, but let's see how they do. Okay, just gorgeous. Okay. And I don't think that's how they're meant to be used. I think you're supposed to use a different way. So let's see how much. Oh, you can just wet it and get some off. Oh, so pretty though. Oh my gosh, so fun. And I bet if you let it sit a minute, it would soften and then you could do even more things. So let's just try that. Let's just kind of let it just sit and marinate while we try the other colors. Oh, so much fun. Okay, let's try this one. Let's just try it the same, even though it might be wrong. Sometimes it's fun to do things just different. Yeah, they're very hard, so I don't think this is the method that you're meant to, but you can do whatever you want. Yeah. Okay, so this is not the way to use them, but darn it, I was really hoping you could use them like that. Okay, so, but you can wet them, and yeah, they work much better like that. Okay, let's get more of that color payoff. So this is Quinacridone Coral, and what I love about Quinacridone Coral is the washed out color you get, so I'm going to do that. It's just so pretty, and it's perfect for florals. Even though I don't do florals, I think you could do this and load your brush up, and you could probably do some. I don't do florals. I don't really know what I'm doing at all, but like I said, I just like to, I really like to play and experiment, and that's what New Supplies does for me. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch some tutorials on this, but I think it's just C's, but I just never get around to doing it. And then I think you're supposed to drop color in after. But lots of people do florals, so I'm not a floral. I'm not a floral, but that's what I love Quinacridone Coral for, the washed out version. And then let's just, so we can keep the, oh, so pretty. Next is Lamp Black. Well, we're gonna do that last. Let's do this one next. So this is cold press paper. It has a bit of texture, so I wonder if I used rough paper, if I could use them like this. If you've used these sticks before, I'd love to hear what your favorite way to use them is. This one seems the hardest so far, the hardest to re-wet, and that is with Daniel Smith. A lot of their, when you pour, they have beautiful colors, but some of them don't re-wet that well, and that's why they're not all available in half pan. But I've learned like Potter's Pink and some other colors that are lovely, but you have to use them fresh. Okay, that's a gorgeous color. So this one sat a while. Let's see if it's any. Oh, probably didn't sit long enough. Okay, okay. That's the way to use them. Let them sit and marinate just a little bit, and then look at the color payoff you get. Oh, that's going to be fun. Phthalo green. It's helping to have these sit and soak, so I think that's how they're meant to be used. But how much fun are they going to be? Oh, you know what? I have something that will be perfect. Hold on. Keep it the same and go ahead and show the color. Actually, this one re-wets not too bad. So I think it's going to depend on the pigment, how well they do like that. So I'm going to give them all a try. See. Don't know unless you try. So what I did off camera, I did get my water, and then I forgot I wasn't filming. I took my spray and I just sprayed some dots of water because I wanted to see how it works. It doesn't. You still need to kind of dunk them in the water for a minute. And then I'm going to use this because I want the water to really sit on there and kind of marinate it. So I'm going to use this again, but I'm sure after the video's over, I'm going to think of something else that everyone has at home to use for that. Right now, I can't think of anything. You could just try to put them in a cup and see if that works. But I don't want them to get contaminated against each other. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what happens. This is still very wet. There's a pool of water there. And it does let some out, but it's still not probably what we're looking for. So if you just let them sit in the water for a little bit, they really like come alive. Okay, see? Oh, that's gorgeous. That's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm going to let the water. This quinacridone burnt orange, which is one of the pigments that I think is going away. I'm not sure how much stock they have, but that's one of the colors that'll be going away, but I think it's a few years away. So, okay, next is Undersea Green. Oh, this one should be fun. Okay, I'm gonna have to draw a fox tonight. So just like a fox in the meadow. This is a fox palette right here. Love that. Next is Moon Glow, which a lot of people love for shadows, and it's just it's just a fun color. Okay, and then next is the Carbazole Violet. That's pretty. So I think you could really do fun things. I'll have to experiment more, but I can't wait to experiment more with the mister bottle because, yeah, that's too much. But if like colors that granulate and separate, like these two, don't want to. That could be really fun. Okay, so I do want to go ahead and do the normal swatches though. This color is stunning. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? I really don't even like purple. I like violet. I like the reddish. But no, I'm in a floral mood. I don't do florals. No, I'm in a floral mood. That is so pretty. Okay, let me just do the little. Yeah, that's really pretty. Okay, I'm really happy with all of these colors. I don't really use buff titanium. I don't know why. I know a lot of people love it. Hasn't caught me yet. I haven't caught that bug yet, but I can't wait to see what I can do with it. One of the ways that I thought might be fun is to use a palette and almost scrape some of the pigment off and do forests. Like almost do like a scraping. I don't know if it's going to work, but again, it's so fun to just play and get outside your comfort zone and see what works, and that's what's so exciting. And using different tools can kind of keep, for me, someone like me, I overwork everything and I'm worried about the fine details, and then my artwork doesn't get expressive enough because I'm trying to be too perfect. Big problem, big thing to overcome. And using different tools, I find, helps get out of that. Also, sometimes using your non-dominant hand. Okay, I like this one the best because it kind of looks like, it's like the reflection, like the water's here, and it's another reflection of the water. But anyway, it's going to be fun to play with off camera. Right now I'm kind of just making a mess. Next is I think this will be my favorite set, but we'll see. This is the Aquatic Landscapes, and it did have my favorite turquoise color, so I knew I had to try that one. So obviously I'm not going to reuse that one. I'm going to keep it brand new, and going to put my white. I'm going to put this one in the box so it stays new. I love that Blick sent this so that I could keep my ones if I have duplicates in here brand new and all safe. All right. And then I will just dip it and let it soak just a minute, just not even a minute. I'm doing this live as much as can, so oh, such a beautiful color. This is one of the most beautiful colors. It's hard to re-wet though in their watercolor tube, and probably why I don't use it more often, but this could be really fun to do some water pooling techniques. Oh, so much fun. Okay, next is phthalo turquoise. This is taking me back to my days when I first discovered watercolors, as these were all of my favorite colors. Oh, stunning. All right, I want to make sure and let that sit and soak in a little more. And then we have Carbazole Violet was next. Wow. Now that one came off more because they had sat a little bit wet. So absolutely stunning. Oh, these colors are making me just, oh, so fun. Okay, next is neutral tint. Huh. All right, here we have Quinacridone Gold. Okay, good. It's P048 and PY150. Find that somehow, but that is a beautiful color. Okay, so pretty. Yeah, see, it needs to soak. It needs extra water for this color. It's hard to re-wet. It's PG50. Yeah, I'm not getting we'll let that soak more. And then this is the phthalo turquoise. Stunning color. Oh, so gorgeous. All right, next is Carbazole Violet. And neutral tint. And then we have the Quinacridone Gold. Okay, really pretty. And then next we have the white. And so the paper is somewhat drying, and I did want to use cotton paper because I wanted you guys to see the color separation and see how I wanted to see it myself too. That's why I decided to use this paper today. But I did want to quickly do the white just to see how it does. On one of these, I'll do it on the blue, I guess, so we can see. Okay. I'm going to set these aside so these can dry, but look at all those stunning colors. That one is definitely my favorite. I'm so glad I got that. I don't know what I'm going to do neutral tint, but the other 4 are gorgeous. So, but I'm sure I'll find something to do with a neutral tint. I think these are going to perform even better if you have the patience to let them soak. But just for right now, I want to try with this white. Just load up my brush. It seems like this would be like a good travel white to take to kind of almost act like gouache. Because I don't want to mess with tubes. I'll just try the black, see how that does. Okay, that does pretty well. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. And I didn't even let that soak very long, so it could even get better. For the longest time, I've been wanting to find a Schmincke watercolor set that's here in the US that's, you know, pretty affordable. I found it. I think it's on a Black Friday deal for $69. I've already been using them. I'm gonna share the swatches later. I found a new Schmincke palette at Blick. I collect these palettes. This palette has some really nice colors, and I'm going to share the swatches in just a minute. So it has lemon yellow, cadmium yellow light, transparent orange, cadmium red light, permanent carmine, Prussian blue, ultramarine finest, phthalo green, burnt sienna, burnt umber, Payne's gray, and ivory black. So right now, I believe this is a Black Friday right now for $69 at Blick. So I'll have it linked below, but I really love, it's the Payne's gray bluish, to me is the good one. The other one, the Schmincke Payne's gray, is more of a gray. I don't care for it near as much. The burnt umber and the transparent orange. I put in a little bit of footage of me doing this. So I had to play with the phthalo green. I've never really enjoyed it. I always assumed all phthalo colors were staining for some reason. I don't know why. I heard that information a long time ago, and I did not realize Schmincke's is not staining. And so I feel like, oh, okay, well then it can come back in the mix now because I really don't want a staining. I really don't want too many staining colors personally. But yeah, I can't wait to finish my fox. And then lastly, Meeden kindly sent me an early Christmas present. Look at this. It's a fancy Pochade box. I've always wanted to plein air paint, but I haven't found the right setup, and so I hope this is going to be it. Alright, so I'm super excited to open this. I've had this on my wish list for a very long time. So I was so happy when Meeden offered to send it to me and for me to try out. I just was absolutely thrilled. I like to give first impressions, and then after I've used the products a while, then I like to do a review. So this is the Meeden Plein Air Pochade Box with the tripod. So this basically is everything you need to get started plein air painting because it includes the tripod. I'm going to unbox it. It's very well packaged. The first thing that there is this, looks like a canvas bag. Let me go ahead and open this. Okay, so first we have a canvas bag. It looks like a carrying case. Oh look, that's nice size. It has a handle and it has zippers, and look, it has, I bet maybe there's a strap inside. Yes, there's a shoulder strap inside. So you could put everything in. Look, it has pockets and everything in here. So you could get everything you needed. And there's a bit of padding, so it would really keep it safe. Wow, this is really well made. I was actually expecting it to not be as well made. That's really well done. Next, we have a cardboard box. I'm assuming this is the parts and the tripod. Okay, let's take a look at the tripod. Oh wow, this is packed nicely as well. So this is pretty heavy. It's much heavier than any tripod I have. So there's some Allen wrenches here. Let's see, that's it. I was expecting to have a whole box full of parts or something. It has a really nice bag too. Portable Pochade Box. I'm pretty impressed so far. Okay, so then it's wrapped in plastic. Take it out of the bag. Here is the tripod. Wow, this is really heavy duty. This is much heavier than I was expecting. There's quick locks right here. It tells you right here it's a quick lock. Looks like it opens. And then you can, wow, they open and they just slide right out, really easy. There is padding here on the bars, and there is, let's see, I'm going to get the directions out before I ruin anything. I love that it comes with everything you needed, because that's what I didn't have. I've never had everything that I needed. It has a quick release plate. There is a styrofoam package that has the actual Pochade wooden box in it. So let me take this off. Let me go ahead and zoom out. This is really large. It's packed like a cooler. You just lift it off. So beautiful. I'm so grateful. Visually, it's stunning. It looks so well made. I'll probably just insert photos, but the top here, look at how gorgeous this is. Brass hardware. You've got these locking mechanisms. Let me go ahead and show you the bottom before I forget, get all distracted by how pretty it is. The instructions were very clear, and all you do is take this quick release plate and you go ahead and use the screw that's included and the washer, and you screw it onto the bottom of this Pochade box. Here's the plate where you're going to attach it to the tripod. It has some rubber feet here to protect your desk. The front part has a handle. It has some knobs over here where you're going to be able to loosen it or tighten it. So you can easily move that. Inside tells you this is the Meeden L5 Pochade box, and then it has the directions. They have the video on YouTube. I will link that in the description box. This just slides right out. Oh my gosh, look at all this room for storage. Okay, these can remove if you want them to. All right, and so here we have the tray that you can put your brushes on. These can extend, this extends and is quite large. So it doesn't feel like it's going to, the wind is going to knock it down either. Oh, I feel so fancy. Side is, look at that. That is so cool. Secret compartment for your panels. So you can put them in wet or dry. It holds up to 2 painting panels, 8x12 or 9x12. Now for me personally, I mostly do watercolor. So I think this would be a great place to put my watercolor paper. Oh, that's going to be great. I believe this will be on a Black Friday sale. This is just my first impressions, and then I'm going to insert some photos of how I use this. When I initially received this, I thought I would love to use this for gouache. It has room to put a ceramic palette, which is my favorite to paint with. And since I'm just going in my backyard, I'm not worried about breaking it. So I'm sharing some photos of how I intended to use it. I've never worked with a Pochade box ever. I found it very easy to set up. I found the handle is easy to lift it up. I decided I would rather pack everything in a separate backpack because I don't want anything clinking around in there. I didn't find the box that heavy, but I imagine depending on how much you load it up with supplies depends on how heavy it is. I found the instructions very easy to follow. I found this very easy to set up, and it didn't wobble at all. I had no problem using it, and I was able to use it at a standing position or a sitting position. Then I had some little ducks come visit. I'm going to have to be quick before they leave, so I decided to use soft pastels instead. I grabbed some different soft pastel pencils, and my Sennelier soft pastels. I can't wait to use this more. I will probably do an updated video after I've used it a few times. I love the little tray for your brushes. You can put pencils, whatever you want on there. I absolutely loved it, so thank you so much to Meeden for sending it to me. I received some new products from Arrtx, and I've been asking them for this for years, I think. I really enjoyed the Arrtx colored pencils. They are still the only budget pencil that I reach for, and I really enjoyed them, so I kept asking them, please make these into watercolor pencils, and they have finally delivered. So I can't wait to unbox these and try these out. I was sent these, of course. Most budget products on my channel, they are sent to me. Let me open these up and let's try these out. I'm super excited. So first, let's check out this watercolor sketchbook. It's packaged and looks very nice. These are both made in China, but this is a watercolor sketchbook, and it's got a very pretty cover. It looks like it's a pocket, so you could put something there if you want to. And then open it up, and it has a binding like their mixed media sketchbook, I think is what they're calling it. So this is hot pressed watercolor paper. It doesn't have any texture to it, so we'll have to try it out. It's stitched in there. Then the watercolored pencils, oh, look how pretty they've designed this box. That's not everything, but it sure helps. It's so pretty. It says these are watercolor pencils. They're high color saturation, fine and clean pigments, nice water soluble effect. And this is 72 colors. So you see on the back, they do have their information. They're made in China. And here are all the 72 colors. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. So they even include a watercolor brush. What is this? Oh, cool. Look at this. It folds out. That is really cool. They're so clever with their packaging. With the colored pencils, I found that they fell out. Once they got the bigger box, they fell out, so you kind of have to carry them upside down. Let me see if you carry this, yeah, you're still going to want to carry it from the bottom so it doesn't fall out. Okay, so, oh look, it comes with a swatch chart. I love when they do that. It comes with a nice little watercolor brush, so that's really nice. They include that. It says made in China, and it says Arrtx, and it's in gold, but it's very legible. And then it has the SKU number, and it has them listed by, it has a water brush telling you that they are water soluble, and it has the number. And shoot, it doesn't have the name. I wish it had the name, but at least it has a number. A lot of times I know they're water soluble because of that shape, because often I have them in cups, and so it's easier to find which one you need. So, but they feel very nice in your hand. They don't feel super cheapy or anything like that. All right, let's quickly test a few of these out. I pulled out a few of my colors that I think I will like, and let's test these out. Let's just do some swatching. I'm pushing lightly because I get the best results from putting lightly, and I have not sharpened these yet. I've learned to go ahead and swatch them before I sharpen them. Sometimes there's a residue, but I don't feel any residue. Let's see. So I was testing out 475 and 277. They're swatching out soft, and they seem pigmented. But this is just a first impressions. Of course, all of my hauls are really just a sneak peek of reviews to come. It's just the more expensive it is, the longer it takes me. And if it's sent to me, of course, it gets pushed to the head of the line because otherwise that would be rude. Okay, I probably put too much water, but they seem to be dissolving nice. Oh, this color's really pretty. I'm using a synthetic brush that I use for all my watercolor swatching. It's not the one I use to actually make artwork with watercolor pencils. Ooh, this color is really pretty too. All right. Oh, like this one is really nice. All right, so far I really think they're pretty pigmented, and I'll have to compare them and everything, but I might do a little bit of comparing in the video, but that gives you an idea. I think these are going to be, these more than likely are going to be a Black Friday sale. Right now, I think there's a coupon for 20% off. That's why I like to share things in my haul, so it can kind of let you know it's coming and watch for a sale, especially with Black Friday sales coming, in case you're interested in something. But I will be having a review as soon as I can manage to manage all my crazy 3 kids and my husband and everything, and get this review done. Well, everything in this video eventually. Arrtx released a 90 set of acrylic markers, and I've really grown to love these because they are like painting with gouache, but they dry quicker. And so I am loving learning about all the different mediums that I can use, that I used to use gouache and then colored pencils and other things on top of. At night, when I'm in my bed and I'm wanting to paint and play with color, these are a lot less messy than gouache, so that's why I love them. And so now they have a 90 set. So this gives us more skin tones. Now they are going to be releasing a separate set just with skin tones, so if you're only missing those, you can wait. And that was really nice of them to let us know. I'm so thrilled they send these to me because I have that, what's it called, full set syndrome. I would have needed these colors, so I'm so glad they sent them to me. On the back, it shows all of the colors. I will be making another video, but for now, look at this. Ta-da! All their new colors. I already put the stickers on. Here are the color swatches, and they have added quite a few neutrals. I'm not sure how many of these are new, but they have added quite a few new colors. They have some really nice greens. I think for me, personally, since I do animals and landscapes, these colors are really nice. So here are the new colors and the fun new acrylic set of 90. I really like to paint different things. I think this is the last thing I painted with them. And I like using them in the mixed media way, where I use them along with colored pencils and whatever else I decide to throw out at that day. That's why I love them so much. I think they're a dream for mixed media artists. Here's a jellyfish I painted. They work really good on black paper as well, and they can really make them pop. The reason I love them is because I don't really like fussy products. I don't want to mess with shaking or pumping or anything with that. I am busy. I'm a busy mom and wife. I just need something easy that I can quickly play with. So that's what these are great for. You don't have to pump them right out of the box. They come ready to play. They're fairly opaque. They're not super opaque, but they're fairly opaque, but they're very buildable. So you can make them as opaque as you want. I liked that this set had metallics with it. And I definitely, for Christmas, it's about a week till Thanksgiving when I'm filming. So, but I can see we need lots of gold metallics for the holiday season. So I'll be sharing this in a review to come soon also. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope you have a great day.